In a small, peaceful yet impoverished village, a mother and her son lived quietly, relying on each other. The mother, named Allie, a young widow, carried the burden of being both mother and father. Every day, Allie worked as a maid, cleaning and washing for wealthy families in exchange for a few meager coins to raise her son. Life was harsh, but in her eyes, the greatest joy and strength was her son Ephen, a gentle, dutiful, and remarkably studious boy. Ephen was always at the top of his class and received scholarships to continue his education. That achievement was Allie's only pride, the light that brightened her difficult days. Yet despite his brilliance, Ephen carried the sadness of a deprived childhood. He had never eaten a birthday cake, never celebrated a holiday as fully as other children. Many times, he swallowed his tears as he watched friends laugh around cakes, while he could only stand aside. Allie understood that pain, but she could do nothing more than hold him close and promise, "One day, I will buy you a cake." Time passed, yet life for Allie and Ephen did not become any easier. Each morning, Allie hurried out before dawn, carrying a small basket of tools for her work. She labored in the homes of wealthy villagers, scrubbing floors, washing clothes, cooking meals, doing every task for a handful of coins. Though her back bent and her hands grew calloused, whenever she thought of Ephen studying diligently, Allie smiled to herself, whispering that she had to endure a little longer. Ephen, in turn, always cared deeply for his mother. After school, he helped with chores, sometimes accompanying her to assist at the employer's house. Yet in his heart, he carried one small wish: to have a true birthday like other children. He remembered visiting a classmate's home, seeing a bright, round cake surrounded by friends singing joyfully. Meanwhile, Ephen had never tasted even a slice of cake, never blown out candles to make a wish. That longing often left him in quiet sorrow. But he never voiced it, afraid of making his mother sadder. One afternoon, after leaving an employer's house, Ephen noticed a boy selling lottery tickets by the roadside. The boy was about his age, but his weary eyes and trembling hands held out the slips. "Please, ma'am, just one ticket, only one coin." Allie glanced at her nearly empty purse, holding just enough for vegetables for dinner. Yet the boy's pleading gaze tugged at her heart. Ephen gently tugged his mother's hand and whispered, "Please, mother, let's buy one, maybe luck will come." At last, Allie nodded, buying a ticket as a small joy for her son. That night, in their dim hut lit only by a flickering oil lamp, Ephen clutched the ticket tightly. He placed it on the altar and folded his hands. "Dear Lord, please hear me. I want nothing for myself. I only pray that my mother may suffer less, that she may rest a little, that she may smile more." Allie, seeing him, felt her heart tighten. Tears welled in her eyes, but she held them back so as not to trouble her son. The next morning, while Allie worked, Ephen spotted a newspaper on the employer's chair. Bold letters announced the lottery results. With trembling hands, he pulled the ticket from his pocket, eyes widening in disbelief. The numbers matched perfectly. Ephen shouted, "Mother, mother, we've won." Allie rushed over, taking the ticket in her hand, her vision blurred with tears of emotion. She could not believe such fortune, like a ray of light piercing their long, dark life. The news was soon confirmed. The ticket had won them a sum enough to change their lives. Without hesitation, Allie used the prize to build a modest but sturdy house, buy necessary furnishings, and the very first thing she did was purchase a beautiful birthday cake for Ephen. When the boy placed candles on it, his eyes sparkled with happiness, his radiant smile brightening the once dark room. Allie stood beside him, singing softly, silently thanking fate for granting them this chance. From the day they held that fateful ticket, the life of Allie and Ephen turned to a new chapter. Their dilapidated hut was replaced by a secure, warm home, no longer leaking under rain or shaking in storms. Allie could finally rest after years of toil, no longer waking before dawn to work endlessly. More importantly, she could fulfill her old promise, to give her son a real birthday cake. The moment Ephen blew out the candles on the first cake of his life, his eyes shone with a joy he had never known. Allie looked on, tears falling, tears of happiness. She knew money could change circumstances, but what had truly carried them through was love. perseverance, and faith in tomorrow. The story of Ali and Ephen reminds us that no one deserves to be despised simply for being poor. In hardship, dignity remains. In struggle, hope endures. Sometimes, a small miracle is enough to change an entire life. And above all, love is the flame that guides us through the darkest days toward a brighter future.